Deadpool and Wolverine came out this past week, and I tell you, it was a romping good time. I really, truly enjoyed that movie. And there was one cameo that everybody couldn't stop talking about. And yes, it is of Henry Cavill as Wolverine. It was fantastic to see somebody else finally step into those claws and make the role somebody else's that isn't just Hugh Jackman. It was great. And as you see here, Zuko on Twitter, on X says, "Can I be honest? Hugh Jackman will always be Wolverine for me, but Henry Cavill absolutely ate his 5 seconds on the screen." And it was a fantastic scene, and it was hilarious as well. I mean, look, the scene was great. Deadpool coming in, even, throwing a jab at Warner Brothers. But there are people who don't quite understand what a joke is and what it really means to throw a jab. And before we get into the idea of Wolverine in the MCU post Hugh Jackman, I do want to call out the Snyder cultist here. You see, Comic X book on X, he is a straight up Snyder cultist, and he goes on Twitter and he goes, "Gunn cultist pretending this isn't mocking James Gunn for firing Henry Cavill when it's literally a movie about closure and second chances is so illiterate of them." Look, dude, let's be honest. The joke was about them, DC, Warner Brothers as a whole, mishandling Henry Cavill as Superman. Like, as a whole, from the time of him being Superman and Man of Steel in 2013 all the way to 2023 when it was finally closed. The book was closed officially. The mishandling of Henry Cavill from start to finish. It has nothing to do with James Gunn, who never used Cavill, never intended to use Cavill. And the crazier thing is the scene is making fun of Warner Brothers DC during the time of when even Snyder used him. Yes, that's right. So in a way, he is making fun of the Snyderverse and the way Snyder used him. So all of you who think you're so smart for sitting here, "Oh, it's making fun of James Gunn," it's not. Stop trying to make this something that it's not. It was just a fun time. It was a jab at Warner Brothers. Old Warner Brothers have you. This is not a jab at David Zaslav. It's not a jab at James Gunn. This is a jab at old Warner Brothers, that old regimes who mishandled not just Henry Cavill, but all the cast, everything that happened with DC back then. That's what this was a jab at. Not James Gunn, not Henry Cavill, not Zaslav, not Gunn, not any of that. So, besides that, let's get into it because, look, I agree. Cavill was great in this short, 5-second scene as Wolverine. But is he the man to don the claws moving forward for the MCU? I mean, he is in his 40s now. Hugh Jackman, he's got up there in age, so he's not going to be, spoilers, if you saw Deadpool and Wolverine, he walks away, says, I'm done. But we know we're going to see him again, most likely one more time in Secret Wars. So if we see him again, that'll probably be it for him. I doubt that they're going to convince him to stay playing the role of Wolverine in the MCU, nor should they. Nor should they have Hugh Jackman continue playing the role. But let's be honest, is Cavill the one that should don the claws moving forward? Because again, this little cameo, this little snippet was great. But is he the one at his age? Should he be taking on the role of Wolverine moving forward? Even Deadpool says, this is just so right. It just makes so much sense in the movie. And I don't think this is the direction they should go. I think they should go with somebody younger. I do. I just think because you look at Hugh Jackman, you look at how long he was in the role. You're talking 20 years, more than 20 years in that role. Sure, maybe the next person who dons the claws only does it for 5 to 10 years. And sure, Henry Cavill could do it for 5 to 10 years. But maybe they want to prolong it for longer than that. Maybe not. If it is something that they can convince Cavill to do for 5 to 10 years, and maybe it's just something that he does, a handful of times, maybe 5 times, sure, why not? Give us Cavill as Wolverine. But if this is going to be a role that is going to be around for a while in the MCU, I say give us somebody younger. Give us somebody that is an up-and-coming actor, similar to how Hugh Jackman was back in 2000 when X-Men came out. And let him grow with that role. That's what I would like to see. Look, it's nothing against Henry Cavill. Like I said, I think it was great to see him in that role. It was great to see somebody else finally don the claws, like I said. It was cool to see. And again, I wouldn't be mad if they went this route, if they went the route of Henry Cavill, and it would be a huge slap in the face to that of Warner Brothers. Not current Warner Brothers, the old Warner Brothers, to say, look, you didn't know how to use Henry Cavill in a Superman film, in a superhero film, I should say. We're going to use him right. We're going to make sure that he stands out and he is our man. And I think that they could do it. I think it would be great. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that he's going to be in another superhero film. There's no doubt in my mind that he's going to be a big superstar in a film like that again someday. It sucks to see that he hasn't been very successful in his movies. His movies haven't been huge box office hits. Then again, he hasn't been picking great films. But also his so-called fans haven't been supporting him. All these fans who sit there and say, Henry Cavill's my Superman, they haven't been going out and supporting Henry Cavill. They haven't been going out and showing their support for the actor. They sit there and act like he is their god, but then they don't go and support him. So maybe if we finally start to see him in some big roles again, maybe we'll see him shine. He is a damn good actor. I've liked him in a lot of things that I've seen. Maybe as Wolverine, he would kill it, and he would get the appreciation that he truly does deserve in the role. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Did you like the scene? Did you love the scene? What do you guys think about the comments that people are making about this being a slap in the face of James Gunn? Because it's not. It's not. It's on the old Warner Brothers regime. It's the old regime who ran DC films into the ground. Not James Gunn. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that like button, hit subscribe. With all that said, I will catch you all later.